Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be telling you 7 practical and detailed ways you can actually use Canva as a fashion designer. I've been using Canva for years. Canva is not a new thing to anybody. If you've been in the social media circle, you've been using your computer, you should have heard of Canva. Canva is where you can do virtually everything, and that is where I do virtually everything that has to do with my own pattern drafting business. So let's go straight to the very first one. What are the practical and detailed ways you can use Canva as a fashion designer? Number one is you can use Canva to design your mood boards for your collections. Canva has a lot of mood board templates for you to showcase your collections, for you to showcase your styles. You could decide to use a mood board template in Canva, or you can just decide to start with a blank page. But for me, it's always better to use a mood board template. As you know, Canva has hundreds and millions of templates. But once you put in mood board templates or fashion mood board templates, all you have to do is to change the pictures and replace it with your own pictures. You can upload your fabric swatches, you can upload your inspirational photos, you know, you can upload your sketches, and then you can just drag them into this grid layout to create your mood boards. You can add your captions, you know, you can just add pictures to actually define your brand. All you can do in Canva to make your business to look professional. You know that mood boards always help you clarify your creative direction. It helps you communicate what your vision is, especially if you're trying to explain your style to your client that is interested in buying. Mood boards are particularly very expressive and shows your clients exactly what your fashion is all about, what your clothing line is all about, the kind of people your clothing line is for, you know. So that is what is fantastic when it comes to mood boards. And it also helps you if you're using Canva, especially if you're working for a fashion company. You should be able to know how to create mood boards very fast. So these are one of the things that you may be, you know, one of your assignments, especially if you're working for some fashion brands. Number two way that you can use Canva, of course, is to create sewing instructions for your patterns. I have a website where I talk about a lot about pattern creation using free CAD pattern drafting softwares. And naturally, I create patterns. I particularly use Simly 2D free CAD pattern drafting software to create my patterns. Incidentally, if you want to learn how to create CAD patterns with a completely free software like Simly 2D, I have a playlist of over 20 videos, which I'm going to show you later in the video. You can go through it and learn step by step how to create your sewing patterns for any kind of style. Any kind of style. So I actually use Canva to create most of my sewing instructions. For example, this is my um, digital shop where I sell my downloadable patterns. These are my patterns. I sell my downloadable patterns. And if you click one of them just to see a quick view of my patterns, you discover that if you come down here to the descriptions, I give you step by step instructions for effortless sewing. And that is what you can do with Canva. For instance, if you come to Canva here and you put in step by step instructions with pictures, it gives you a lot of templates. And you can decide to use any of these templates like this one here, so that as you're giving the instructions, you're showing a picture of how somebody can join a particular piece of your pattern to another piece, you know. So I normally use these templates. I show step by step of what you can do, through the sewing instructions and pictures of how to do it. So there are a lot of templates here in Canva that you can use to show step by step instructions on how people can actually sew your patterns if you want to go into selling digital patterns. So that is number two way that you can use Canva for your fashion design business. Number two, you can design what we call pattern covers and packaging. You know that Canva is very vast when it comes to covers, not just even pattern covers. You can create it for pattern ebooks. Maybe you want to write ebooks on even sewing, or ebooks on patterns, or ebook on any kind of craft. Maybe you're into bag making, you know, or you're into knitting. You can get covers, beautiful, classy looking covers for your ebook, covers for your packaging, especially maybe if you want to advertise your patterns, maybe in a kind of ebook form, a very short ebook form, to get people to see the kind of patterns that you have. You can create that with Canva in a very easy way. So this is number three way you can use Canva as a fashion designer. Now, the fourth thing you can use Canva for is to create what I call fashion line sheets for buyers. You know, some companies can approach you with their fashion style and they want you to create some line sheets, to display images of their designs along with the style names, along with the fabric details, the color options that they want you to use, you know, the available sizes they have for their, fashion style, their wholesale pricing and all that. You can use Canva to generate that for customers. I call it fashion line sheets for buyers. And this is something that companies can actually approach you to do for them for their fashion, for their fashion style. Because you find that line sheets are very essential, especially when it comes to selling to boutiques, or selling to big companies, or you want to go into, selling things in bulk, especially if maybe you have a fashion line and you want to sell it in bulk, or you have a fashion company that contracts you to do this kind of thing for them. They give you all the necessary things that you need, like images of their designs, their style, their fabric details, and all that. And all you have to do is to create a fashion line sheet for the buyers. Canva has such templates that you can use to create such fashion line sheets for your customers and even for yourself, especially if you're into some clothing brands too that you want to sell. So now let's quickly go to number five. Before we go on to number five, uh, I wanted to show you something that has to do with my YouTube channel. I think I can always mention it here. With Canva, you can promote your fashion brand on all social media. And the amazing thing is that you don't even need to be creating the videos for these different social media for you to advertise your fashion brand, whatever it is your fashion business is. Even if you're selling an e-commerce store, you're selling children's clothing, female clothing, male clothing, shoes, whatever it is that is your fashion brand, or you're into services you sew for people, or you're into customizable products like customizable cups, customizable shirts or tote bags, things like that. You can promote your fashion brand on social media using Canva. And the good thing about Canva is that you can create just one video with a particular size And then with just a click, you can transform those video to different sizes. You can transform the video to Pinterest size. You can transform it to Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels. You know, the sky is your limit when it comes to promoting your fashion brand on social media. When it comes to Canva, because Canva already has the precise templates for Instagram, for Pinterest, for Facebook, for YouTube. You know, you can create posts that show off your finished garments. You can create behind the scene content. You can build an engaged audience, to drive traffic to your fashion business, to drive traffic to your shop, to build trust. Now is the time for me to show you. This is my YouTube channel, and you can see I have over 400 videos. Every single one of these videos, I created it with Canva. I created it with Canva. I also have a Pinterest account. I have an Instagram account. And what I do is that I just customize whatever I create, make them short forms, and then use them as Instagram Reels or use them as Facebook pictures and all that. You know, as I said, the sky is your limit when it comes to Canva videos. If you come to videos here on Canva, see all the kinds of videos you can create. Different kinds of videos. You can create Facebook videos, video collage, see different kinds of videos with different shapes. Slideshow videos where you showcase all your products, fashion products. You can create a TikTok video. You can create an Instagram. You can create a YouTube video, LinkedIn video, you know. You can create a Pinterest video. You can create a video message. Everything. If you just click even just one of it will come up with hundreds and hundreds of templates that you can actually choose from. Different kinds of templates, that you can choose from. Different templates. Look at it on the side here. Different templates you can choose on to do whatever video you want to do. And once you're here, see templates. If you come here, you see different kinds of templates you can do, like these business templates. If you click on it, you see different kinds of businesses, online business. There's a lot in Canva. In fact, if I'm to talk about Canva, this video will be too long. There's a lot, believe me. So that is number 4, I think. I hope. Or is it number 5? I'm not so sure. That is number 4 or number 5. Now you can also describe what I call lookbooks and fashion portfolios. Basically, big fashion companies have what we call lookbooks and fashion portfolios. It's essentially is a presentation of your full collection. You know, you just it's like a brochure of templates. To show your full page images of your garments, followed by a short description. You know, followed by the fabric types, followed by collection themes. You know, and you can organize it by seasons. Depends on what your fashion portfolio is all about. For example, you can do something. Let me see. I think I saw something I did here like that. That looks like that. This year, you can do something like this. Your fashion collection. This is a template too in Canva where you have, an introduction of what your fashion business is all about. You have your signature style. What exactly is your style? What is your fashion business all about? What are the colors that you can use? You have your colors that you use as your brand colors, you know. You put in key pieces of your collection. You put in things like your outfit variations. You can have different variations of your outfit. You put it. And the good thing is that all this you can change with your pictures. You just click, move and drop, click and drop, and then change whatever it is you want to change and write about your variations. You know, you can talk about your target audience. You can talk about your campaign concept. This is something you can do for a fashion company. Fashion company can just tell you that they want something like this. You just come to Canva and get this kind of template and you use it to do what you want to do. You know, use it to do exactly what you want to do. At the end, you put your contact information. Very short, straight to the point, and very practical. So that's what I call the fashion portfolio. And you can make it in the form of magazine. You can create a flip book in the form of a flip book. You can use Canva to do that. Because this helps showcase your creative identity in a polished way, even though it might be for clients, it might even be for a job application in a big fashion company, or it can just be a way of advertising your brand. Make it very classy. You have all these themes, very beautiful templates in Canva to do such things. So I said I was going to show you something. I think I showed you my YouTube channel, and this here is a playlist where I have over 23 videos. I have over 23 videos showing you how to use Simply 2D, completely free CAD pattern drafting software, you know, to be able to draft your patterns. So if you really want to learn how to create patterns, you can go through this my playlist. It will really, really help you. It will really, really help you. A lot. Look at it here. A lot of it. You can go through it. There's a lot here. I think I have over, let me see, 23 videos here. 23 videos. How to use Similitude to generate your sewing patterns. So if you really are somebody that wants to transit or move from manual pattern drafting to digital pattern drafting, then this playlist is for you. You can go ahead and go through it. I have the link to this playlist in all my videos. So if you come across my YouTube channel, then you can watch it. All you need to do is to just go down here, go to more, and of course, if you scroll down any of my videos, you can see my playlists. Scroll down. That's it here. This is the very first playlist right here. Can really help you. So I think with that, I've come to the end of this video where I showed you different ways 7 ways you can use Canva as a fashion designer. I think one way that I missed is how you can use Canva to create your website. These are all the kinds of websites you can create with Canva. You can create a business website to showcase your fashion business. You can create a portfolio website, event website. If you're into any kind of fashion events, you can create an events website with Canva. You can create a retail website. You can create a bio link website, just a simple one-page website where you put the links to all your social media platforms that you're using for your business. You can also use create a service website. You know, for example, if you offer sewing services, if you offer bespoke made to measure services, you can also create a website using Canva. I don't want this video to be long, so with this, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to subscribe, and I hope you will stay tuned for my next video. Thank you so much for watching.